Hello everyone, the Victoria is here, and in this video we are going to bake the textures that we had created in the last episode. Also, please note that the starter brand file is available in the Patreon post I had created. It's totally free, however you have to be a member of my Patreon. There is a join for free link in my Patreon page. You have to click on it and then you are going to have access to this file. What shall we bake? Basically, we are going to bake for Unity, which means we need the color with the alpha because this handle has some transparency, and we need the metallic texture, and the alpha of the metallic texture should be the smoothness, so we should bake the metallic and the smoothness maps, and we need the normal, of course, and I think pretty much that's it we need to have for textures. So here I am in the image tab. So let's create these textures within Blender first. First will be the albedo, which is going to be the color information 128, 128, and this should have an alpha channel as well. So create new image and let's hit Alt S straight away. Image save. I already created a textures LP directory, so let's save this albedo LP PNG. Let's create a new one. This one doesn't need to have an alpha channel. Let's call it normal LP, new image, and let's hit Alt S to save. Let's hit another one for the metallic LP. There's no need for the alpha. We are going to combine with the metallic and the smoothness in an external program. We are not going to fiddle with it within Blender. So let's hit new image and let's save it. And we also need a smoothness. So let's hit new smoothness LP, new image, and let's hit save right away. Okay, that's awesome. Now for the baking, the metal part LP has a new UV map which we used for mapping the textures for the metallic part. And the handle LP doesn't have one, so let's just create a new one. This is going to be same as the normal UV that we had created before. And let's hit Control select this one and let's hit Control J to unite them, and we call this screwdriver. We have this screwdriver. We have to select this UV map because this is the original UV map. This is what we should bake to. Now we can go to the render tab. We have cycles supported GPU compute. Make sure that in the edit preferences system you have set up the GPU if you have an appropriate GPU for cycles. And we no longer need this selected to active because this is what we are going to bake, this object we are going to bake itself. First, diffuse color image texture, we can click on clear image, it's fine. Now we have to add these image textures here, image texture, and let's select the albedo LP. This is fine as it is. Let's shift D and then let's select the metallic LP, and let's select now the normal LP, and these should be non-color data. Let's shift this, and we also need the smoothness LP. This is also non-color data. And now let's bake the diffuse. I found an article on stackexchange.com, and it explains that in this case, if I bake the metallic part in this way, the metallic contribution is black, and that is the reason why the bake turns black for the metallic part. The solution that I find, which is the easiest, if I turn off the metallic for the metal part and do the bake, then the diffuse color will be the correct one. So this is what I am recommending. So let's save this image with the Alt S. Now actually bake the metallic part. So let's put back the metallic for the metal part and then choose the metallic from this list. However, we do not have this. So what we can do is, another trick is to use the emission strength for the metal part. We don't have to use the emission strength to set up because it's 0 for this object. So for the plastic part is fine if it leave it at 0. So let's channel the metallic part for the emission strength, and let's bake the emit. And we make sure that we are using the metallic LP. And now we have this. So let's save this. Now the normal, it's quite easy. Let's turn off the emission. And let's choose the normal for the list. And now we got the normal map baked. And now we need some trick for the smoothness, because Unity uses smoothness, which is the inverse of the roughness. And also we have a lucky part because we have a roughness bake, but we have to add an invert color for the roughnesses. So let's shift this and move it to the metallic part as well. And let's connect this, not the IOR, the roughness. And now we can bake, make sure that the smoothness LP is selected, and now we can bake this. Let's hit Alt S, which is nice. And now here we can just mute this invert color so that the object is appearing correctly, and I just hit the M key on the selected node that mutes and unmutes. And let's duplicate this by Shift D, and let's hit Alt G. So now this goes back to this origin. And let's name it screwdriver LP. Let's duplicate this material, and let's rename the material here. This is just a test object that everything works fine or not. So let's delete all of this part, and let's move all of these textures to here. And let's delete this UV map, and let's add a principled BSDF. So let's have the base color, and then the alpha to be the alpha. And then let's have the metallic part to be set the metallic, and let's connect this to the surface. And now let's have a normal map node here, and we should add the smoothness here. However, we need to invert this. Invert color. And let's make it the roughness. And now we more or less should have the same thing. Obviously, this is a much more lower resolution texture than this guy here, but it should roughly look the same. So that's it, the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it and perhaps learned something from it. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can export this for Unity and how you can set up this object in Unity. So see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.